Hello, welcome back to another GGHL podcast. And today Mark and I are doing the same thing we did yesterday with the Eastern Conference, but this time with the Western Conference, where we will say over-unders based on the teams this season in comparison to their previous season. So, up first is the Minnesota Wild, with currently surprisingly leading Western Conference. Are they leading the league? Oh, yeah, leading the league, by the way.
Best
With,
team in the league.
best team in the league, 31 points, 19 games played, 14, 2, and 3. Last year, quick refresher, they were 12th in the Western Conference with 68 points in 82 games for a 415 win percentage.
Oof, yikes.
It's a little bit higher than that now.
A little bit, yeah. They've been doing awesome.
Yeah, they're crushing.
Um, so they haven't made the playoffs since 2042, 2043.
It's been a while.
So
It's
it's
been a
been
hot minute.
7 years. So they're due. Maybe that's why they started so hot. um, yeah, so we were looking at them before we started, and apparently Isaac Tays is third in assist, which of course,
Clearly,
and
best player, and
yeah,
this is
of
one of the best
course,
players in the league.
obviously, and we're looking at Lundstrom, right? Yeah, who has a 32.5 shooting percentage. Um, yeah, I'm sure that's sustainable.
Yeah, both of those very, very sustainable, high 8 AVRs. I have no clue what's going on with this team.
It
Um,
is puzzling.
Very puzzling. Comparison to last year, they didn't really add a lot. They added Carroll, who I think is probably a solid number 2, 3 defenseman. Ray Carroll,
Yep.
really, real good
A,
offensively. Maybe a little soft on his own end at 5'9", and no checking and stuff. But solid offensive defenseman. And then, but they lost a couple of decent players in Steen, Kaputzen, and they also lost everyone's favorite Jean-Michel Allard,
first line center.
first line center. Yeah, he's still in the league at age 40. We'll get to him later. But yeah, they didn't really add a lot. They didn't lose a lot either. Team stats
Yeah, they
wise,
added.
they're seventh
Oh,
in
sorry.
offensive for like shots and goals, so they're 19th in shots against, and then they were 20th in save percentage. So it's not like a goalie like Tkachuk is
No.
pushing them through with his solid 897.
Hey, that's better than my goalies.
I can't throw
But
too many stones
yeah,
either.
um, yeah, I traded him, Carroll to them, because he didn't fit under my cap. He's all right. I think he played on my third pair last year. He
You
had
see,
some decent numbers.
Easter stacked team over there. Okay, okay. Brag about your defensive core. Say he's only another two, three defensemen. Oh yeah, he's on my third pair.
Yeah, well, maybe I should have kept them. uh, so yeah, I'm happy he's doing well over there, and so looking at their stats, they're getting a bit lucky, offensive wise, because they have like their third in shooting percentage, but so they should have a little bit of regression, but I think they can at least make the playoff and yeah, maybe
Oh,
do some
they've
damage.
they've done a lot of points in the bank. So even if they fall off face of the earth, 18 Wheeler off the cliff in March, I think they'll still make the
Maple Leaf
playoffs.
style.
I didn't want to say it, but yes, 18 Wheeler off the cliff, Maple Leaf style. um, I think they'll still probably be in a good spot. Lawrence Desjardins, I mean, no anticipation, no creativity, point per game center.
Yep.
Cool. Like as long as they,
Who could have thought?
hey, cool, different team makeup. Maybe that's why they're doing so much. Maybe it's because everyone is following the same. Everyone needs playmaking centers, and these guys are going out with like all-around centers without any anticipation or creativity, and just worker piece the whole way through. I don't know, but top of the league. You can't really complain with it so far. I'm going to go over with their 68 points from the last season because they're already almost halfway there.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Uh, just to add on design, I'm looking at the draft review I made and the comment I made of him. I said that he'd be a middle six center, so maybe I was wrong on that. Maybe a bit of a
Maybe
hater.
a little bit under on that, but I don't hate saying that he's a middle six center. I mean, yes, he's hot for 6 goals and 11 assists, 17 points, but sustainability, we'll find out.
I guess so. We'll see in 10 years how that
10
worked
years.
out.
Oh yeah, you see, when we do the future prospect, review 10 years ago.
Of course.
Love it, love it. All right,
Over for both.
over for both. Love
Right.
it. All
Write
right,
that
so
down.
up next, the Anaheim Ducks, the Quackers. Um,
Quackers.
Team stats wise, first in shots on goal, first in shots on goal against, 14th in net. So if you had to nitpick on a specific pot, it'd probably be like the Wallner Peltonen, combo. Last year, 123 points for second on the West this year. Currently on pace for very similar products.
That's crazy because Walner has a 911 and Peltonen has a 914. So
Both of
can't
those are
really.
good, but not great, right? So that's what I was like, they're
Yeah, I guess
14th
so.
in it, right? So like, that's what I'm like, you're throwing like, you're real picking holes at that point. Like you have above average goaltending
Yeah.
again. You're still like, right? But
That reminds me of a Canucks fan being mad about Mason Raymond back in the
Mayray,
days. Yeah. No, but I mean, Buffalo is still doing his thing. 21 points in 20 games. That's a bit under by standards, but
he's a
he'll
bum.
probably
You
pick
should
it up
trade him to
again.
me. Bum, trade Buffalo.
Can you even afford him?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Slovak's a big surprise for me. He's doing great, 21 points in 20 games. Looks
Crushing
like
it.
he's playing wing, so that helps. But yeah,
Occasional
his
center
attributes
game
looks.
randomly, but that's probably because he's like
Yeah,
on like the PK or something like that.
yeah. Slovak from Slovakia, of
Makes
course.
sense. Makes sense. The better
Makes
Konovalov,
sense.
at a point per game.
And don't say no, don't say that.
I'm
That
sorry.
hurts
What?
my
Where's
feelings, man.
where's the lie? He's wearing
I
66 for a
mean,
reason.
um, let's count cups. Konovalov has
Fair,
one,
fair, fair, fair.
but the better one has one. I guess that can be confusing. Yeah, I mean Alexander is great. He's another 20 point per game player. Um, yeah, I mean this team is great.
Team is
I
great. Last year it was great. Literally almost no
uh,
changes over the season.
I mean it was great until the playoff. I don't know if you remember what happened, but they lost in 5 to Vancouver in the first round, and they were the heavy favorite. Um, they
So they
basically
ran it
Buffalo
back,
and
right?
yeah, Buffalo had 0 points last playoff. So you would expect them to at least like get at least 1 point.
That,
Um,
there had to have been something fishy he ate in some Vancouver public market. Like,
yeah, that's what happened. And Ottman still a great defenseman with 15 points. Yeah, I think he won the Norris 2 years in a row now. So maybe
deservedly
another
so.
one.
Real solid Swiss
Yes,
defenseman.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, not much more to say. This team is great. I think, unless like Buffalo doesn't score any points in the playoff, they should go far.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those teams like you don't really care about the regular season. It's more about, all right, we
Yeah.
got to win more than one game, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Fittingly, the team that knocked him out is up next, Vancouver.
Oh, we didn't say
Oh
over
yeah,
under for the Ducks.
over under. Tough one actually. Point percentage wise, they're currently on the exact same point percentage as they had for total last season. 750 and 750 are dead even. So
So how many points was that?
last year they were at 123. Currently they're on pace
Okay.
for 123.
That's crazy.
So you're splitting hairs for a team with no changes.
Yeah. I'll take the over.
All right,
I think
I'm
we can do it.
taking the under. Let's go.
All
I
right.
mean, yes, yeah. I think they'd be exactly a 120-point team, like thereabouts. And no, I'm not
Yeah,
taking the under
probably.
for be like I don't think they're a good team. It's just that 123 points
Yeah,
is a lot.
I agree. The West is strong too, so
West is real, real strong. All right, now up next, Vancouver, the team that knocked out the Anaheim Ducks last year.
yeah. It was a bit surprising because Vancouver never really had like the best center depth. But the last off season they added Ruben from who played in Colorado in free agency,
Yep,
and
that's their
so far
big
he's
ad.
yeah he's been doing good. Like he has 14 points, 2 goals for a goal scoring center, and there's a trend there.
It is weird trend. A lot
Um,
of goal scoring centers aren't scoring goals as much. They lost. Let's see. They lost Cole, Korchenkov, and Clark this last off season. All solid, like I don't know, middle of the lineup players. I didn't really think any of them were like high end players. Maybe Korchenkov
no,
more so,
yes,
but even so, he's only at like a half a point a game in Edmonton. Um,
Cole's all right too.
Cole's good in
Decent
in
player.
Montreal now. Then offensively, they're 19th in shots, 17th in shots and goals against. So pretty mid in 5-on-5 play, but where they really get through is that Vivian Theory is at a 921 currently.
Yeah, he's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think he might have been the better of the two Calgary goalies.
Oof, that's rough.
Uh,
What could have been,
what could have
right?
been, imagine, right? Um,
Mm,
anyways, but Vivian Theory's been great this season. 921. That's kind of I think he's just been dragging this Vancouver Canucks
yep.
team. But like I don't think it's terribly a surprise that a Vancouver Canucks team is being dragged by a goalie. It kind of fits the historical
No.
standards with them.
Yep, that's how it works.
Bobby Lou, Corey Schneider, Thatcher
Demko,
Demko. Yes, Kirk McLean. Let's go all the way back.
of course.
Um,
Loutier? No,
we don't talk about Dick Luthier.
let's
Uh,
not.
that being said, yeah. No, do we think they're going to do better than their 102 points last season? That puts them. That was actually one of the one wild card spots, but that was a 622 point percentage. Um, over or under on that for them?
Mm, I think I'll take the over. They started really strong. Even if they take a step back, they'll probably hit the over this season.
I concur with that. Second best power play in the league here too. Actually, just noticed that.
Wow.
Highest row in the West, regulation overtime wins, despite having less than the two above them. So I'm pretty high on this Vancouver Canucks team. So I'm gonna go over on them too.
Yeah, they should be pretty good. Hopefully, they can repeat the magic in the playoff this year. Let's see.
Absolutely. All right. Up next, the Winnipeg Jets. Uh,
Always strong.
always strong this year. Another strong team. Fourth in offense, 8th in defense, and 6th in net. No complaints really on any of those fronts.
They added Brandon Farrell back this year. They added
Yep.
Ross Meyer on defense. Y- they added Radola
Raphael,
Nerina
and they also
from Dallas.
Dallas, right? They lost Teterin, but he also had a pretty bad year in Winnipeg, anyways. So, like, you
Hmm.
know, I don't think that's too much of a
Yeah,
loss.
so they added a couple wingers, a defenseman.
Shuffled around the depth, take the same core of the team. I don't hate any of those moves. Run it back again. One
Right.
of those teams that it kind of matters the most in the playoffs, and see how it goes there.
Yeah, last year they lost in the second round to Colorado. So, I mean, you can't really blame them for that. Um, Colorado lost, I think, 4 games in total in the playoff. So,
It's
you
rough.
can't
That's
blame them for
rough.
running to a juggernaut, right?
I lost 4 games in total in the playoffs too. Actually,
Oh, and how did that happen?
I played the fifth, but you see
Okay.
Colorado and I the same. But no, that being said, no, yeah,
Obviously.
Winnipeg, very very strong team. The question is if they can get over
Yep.
the Avalanche hurdle, which I think it's a little bit more vulnerable this year. Um, the mountain's not quite as high for the Avalanche. Look at this. Jokes are just right on themselves. Um,
Oh, God.
yeah. So
We're
over
early
under.
now.
Any other things, or we want to do over unders?
Um, I mean, not really. They have a strong center depth. Main Frey still going strong. I It's funny because I thought it was low count, but he's still like putting like 7.5 AVR at center and more. So yeah, he's doing great.
Crushing it.
Um, yeah, McCauley also almost point per game, and they have Billy Knight who's doing all right. Third seed. Yeah, they're a strong team. Should maybe this is the year. Who knows?
Maybe finally the Jets will fly. Um, I'm gonna go over on their, what was it, 108 points last year. That is a 659 point percentage. Currently at their 684, they're above that. So I'm gonna go over on the 108.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll take the over too.
All right, all right. Moving right along. The San Jose Sharks just made a big trade recently. Currently sitting
Yeah.
fifth in the West. Last year they were fourth in the West with 107 points. And let's see, what's that point percentage? That is a 652 point percentage. Currently they're at a 632 point percentage. Shots on goal, they're sixth, so top 10 in shots, top 5 in defensive metrics with second shots on goals against, and solid in net with 8 in net minding. Um, that being said, I'm not a big fan of their recent trade. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I have to agree. And Rose is really good. It's not doing so great so far. The 6.5 AVR with 5 points in 10 games. But the thing is, he's 35 years old. So he doesn't have much left.
I'd
But
argue you got older and you got the lower quality player in the trade, and the combo of those I don't think can really happen.
yeah, and Thunder Chief so far has 11 points in 9 games. Um,
Did Thunder Chief want to leave and then just like when he got to Colorado wanted to
yeah,
sign? It had to be something like that because like
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I think happened. Like most of the time, expiring players don't want to sign, and then you trade them, and they immediately sign, which is frustrating. But yeah, that's how the
unless they're
game
Bronson
works.
Ride.
Yeah, or Morant.
Oh, Rudy. But that being said,
Rudy.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think. I think you got the worst player of the deal. I think it's evident with the fact that they got the additional second round pick in it.
Yeah,
Um, and then not no disrespect to Rossi. Rossi is a great center, probably like top tier third line center in the league. If that's what your goal
great.
was to find the best third down matchup center, one of the best
Maybe
one of the best contenders for it at the very least. Um,
that's true.
he's in that category. I could see. But
Yeah, it's just rough. Cause in like a couple of years, Like you're gonna look at Colorado, Tony Chief will still be there, and Rossi will be in Cancun somewhere.
What, you don't think he's gonna stick around Winkler, Manitoba?
um,
Nothing
I
going
wouldn't.
on in Winkler, Manitoba?
No, I hope no one's from there in the
Sorry,
league.
boss, if you are, but I think you would
Yes.
understand that one. Um, yeah, but no. Again, Rossi won his cups. Very, leadership. All the intangibles, but also he's coming off of two 40-point seasons with an injury in between it
Yeah, maybe.
at
I don't know.
35,
Maybe if
right? Like
you,
big
if
bounce up, like hopefully, but that's a tough ask.
yeah, I don't know. Well, who knows? Maybe that's what you need in the
It's
playoffs,
true,
right?
true. That matchup, the defensive center shut down. Like, how did the Sharks do last year? The playoffs,
So they beat Arizona in the first round in 4 games, and then they lost to Vancouver in 6. Um, so that's a bit disappointing because they were the favorite, but
True,
Vancouver surprised like two big teams, so maybe they were the favorites.
true,
uh,
true. And
s-
BTC played
so
well for him in the playoffs last year, which wasn't like, oh, maybe he
they
just
did,
didn't show up. He was point per game thereabouts. Interesting.
yeah. Well, they still have Egan, which he's fantastic.
True.
16 points in 19 games, 7.89 AVR at center.
Solid, real
That's
solid.
amazing. Yeah.
Another trade they did was that they gave me Rydell. I forgot about that entirely. Yeah, for Perry.
Right. What was that trade again?
Well, I'm trying to figure that one out. I can't really remember. Let's see. I think it
Oh, okay,
was.
I'm seeing it. It's Rydell for Parks Egan,
Oh yeah, I
Brad
gave him Parks
McGill,
Rydell. That's right.
and 2/3.
The reason why I didn't show up on my thing is because I did it before the draft.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Egan looks solid. He has 9 points in 19 games on D. That's pretty good. He has a great shot.
Got nominated for
McGill.
the Comeback Player of the Award and immediately got traded the same day.
That's rough. Poor guy. Good news, bad news.
He moved from
Mc,
I tell you, what I was going to say, like he moved from the cold. No, I'm Tampa. Tampa's pretty nice. Never mind.
yeah, they're both nice. Wouldn't complain. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe you keep like one of Thunder Chief or Rydell. Um, I think I don't know. It's hard to say. Thunder Chief maybe they want to resign, and Rydell, he's weird. Where you play him actually? I'm
Uh,
curious.
2C. I think I have Fernandez
Okay,
1C, Brydell 2C. Yeah.
how is he doing?
Let's see. It's pretty solid. Like no real complaints I've had so far. 7-17,
Okay,
13 points in 18 games. So good,
that's
not
pretty
great.
good. Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah, because I remember when Moo acquired him, he couldn't play like 2C for him. Like he had to put him like 4C, which is crazy.
Tampa system.
Uh,
It's just what it is.
yeah, exactly. Maybe it's something the Waters in San Jose, probably the Sharks.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. Well, we'll see in the
Over or
playoff.
under on the Sharks team. Last year they're at 107, so again that puts them at a 652 point percentage. This year they are currently at a 632 point percentage.
Yeah, there's so many good teams in the West, and I'll take the under.
I'm going to take the under here too. Again, playoff
It's
team
close
could do
though.
a surprise in the playoffs. Any first round matchup, I probably think they are not the undercard, the underdog in, and playoff team still though, absolutely still a playoff team. But I'm gonna hit the under on them too. Up next, the Colorado Avalanche, the other half of the BTC trade. Look at this, moving right along.
Yeah, makes sense.
Currently second in offense, 17th in the shots and goals against. But even more of a flag currently is that they're 29th in net. Um, Terry Hoken is at
Yeah,
a
that's rough.
8.88, solid. If you're number, and then
Yeah.
Soikinen's at an 8.68. So
Yeah, that's a good number for the casino, but not
right, Terry. Oh
not in net.
no,
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, they didn't lose much, I think.
they
Let's see who they
lost
lost.
Rossi,
Oh no,
Pakala,
never
and
mind.
Ruben. They lost a couple big pieces, but also at the same
Yeah, I
point
forgot.
they got BTC and they also got Gidlin. Not as high on him, but BTC was a big add, and Gidlin's pretty solid.
Pakala is a big loss. I know he was very solid for them. Uh, like Nordstrom, I think he was playing like 6 days or whatever.
I think he'd be retired
And
too, right? Or is he being an
is
old
he?
man somewhere?
Oh, Nordstrom, actually they re-signed him.
Oh, there you go.
He played 3 games.
Schroyer's hurt. He hasn't missed that many of the games, but Schroyer's hurt.
Still, that sucks.
Still sucks. If there's a team that I can think bounce up and take the wild spot, it's this one.
Yep.
Last year they were at 128 points. I don't see them getting that this year.
No,
'Cause
no, I don't think so.
I think they're a little too far behind the
Um,
8 ball currently to reach that. But
yeah, they have 66 goals for and 65 goal against, so uh, pretty mid. But I think they'll get better if Teriokin can get its stuff together. Uh, because he's usually like better.
yeah, usually he's
He's a
better.
career, he's a carrier 909, so that's like that's like 20 points under.
That being said, he hasn't been a 915 goalie in 5 seasons.
Oh jeez. Well,
So
maybe
not
he
to,
won't get it together.
maybe he gets to 900, but like he was 903 two
Yeah,
seasons ago, right? So like,
I guess so.
um, not to be isn't like oh the world's falling for Terry Oken, but it's like yellow flag is up. Keep an eye on it. I
For
think.
sure.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
a little porous defensively, so maybe help that out because again 17th in shots and goals against. So I don't know how much you can do better than Birdie and Vietnam, but it's probably the fact that like Bejon and Curry are hurt, and I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, something screwy with their defense right now, and Terry Hogan, and if they figure that out, they'll be up there, top team, one of the top teams of the West. But seeming a little bit more
They
vulnerable than the
resigned
past before.
yeah, they resigned Rowe, which is big, to a 6.732 AAV. Um
Starting next season.
yes. So that's big, but they still need to sign Vieten. Vieten. I don't know how you say it, but
Teddy V.
uh yeah, Teddy V. So that if they lose him, that'll be really bad.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think I did the like best players of GGHL stat history, and Teddy V was in it, right? So,
Yeah, that duo has been great for years now.
there's a reason why they've won so many cups recently, and it's
Yep.
no part surprise. But I also think he's gonna want a little bit more than the 2.6 he's currently making, and that might make things a little bit difficult. But
I guess we'll see.
over under 128 points. I think I said under already, so.
Yeah, I'll take the under too. They're still a great team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go far in the playoff again. But yeah, Teriokin needs to get his stuff together because it's not looking good.
No, it's been a little precarious currently. All right. Up next, the Dallas Stars. Last year, they were sixth in the Western Conference with 89 points. So a squeaker just end because the division kind of sucked.
Yep.
Currently, they stand at 23 points in 18 games, 639 point percentage. So better than previous season by a considerable amount. Um, Honestly, their depth is the only thing that really changed this last offseason. Nothing too
Yeah.
significant up front or
Well,
in the
they
back.
signed
Oh, they signed
Akala.
Pakala. Derpy derp. I'm silly. Um, they lost
Okay.
Raphael Roden, whatever the long name was, that starts with an R,
Yes.
to
R&R.
right. And they gained Pakala, so Pakala's a big ad. But I think it's
Yeah,
just
he's an
more
upgrade.
that this relatively young team is just naturally progressing.
Yeah, well, the big ad they did internally was Ftoric. Uh, he's a playmaking center. He's only 21. Uh, he has 15 points in 80 games so far. So yeah, that helps a lot. I think they have like, I really like all their centers.
Yeah,
Um,
this is Fatorik is
except
looking
Bird.
amazing at this.
Yeah, Masyukov and Williamson, Panthers draft pick. They
Hey,
all
oh, he's looking great too. God damn. All right.
yeah, they have like three good centers that look great. Offensive, like at offense at least. Um, Defense not so much, but like who cares if you cannot score your problems, right?
And Old Man Schneider.
Yeah, Schneider, Stanley Cup champion. Their defense is great too.
It's
Um,
like what Wiggles has been building here. Slowly but
yeah,
surely, young team with a couple of older veterans in there. Jansen's been not the greatest this year. 908. No, so
yeah,
nothing too much to sneer at. But if you had to pick a
he's
hole,
usually better.
true. But
Uh,
if
Last
nitpicking,
season he has like a 920 and 919. Yeah, he's been a bit like underrated. I feel Jensen. Yeah, he's a really good goalie despite like his low attributes. Um, yeah, and their defense is stacked, like we said. Yeah, good team. I think they can definitely do better.
absolutely. So last year they were at, what was it, 89 points. Looking at this last year, they had 15 games go to the shootout and went 5-10 of those, which is a lot. But they had 89 points.
Yikes.
This year they're gonna. I think they're gonna go. I think this is pretty easy over, even though Pakula is hurt
Yes.
for a couple of weeks with a finger. Maybe you should just amputate it like that one Australian guy did recently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it worked well for him, so why not?
Did you hear about that? Or the
No.
Australian field hockey player broke his finger like a week before the Olympics, and surgery was going to be like ridiculously long that he was going to miss the Olympics. So you're just like, screw it, we'll just amputate it.
Wow, that's crazy. Which finger?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just read the headline.
Yeah, like everyone else, so that's fine.
Yeah, I think it was just like I think it was just like one knuckle on his finger, right? So like nothing like a whole finger,
Okay.
but like
Still, that's. I mean, I guess you sometimes you only get one shot at the Olympics, so I don't
true.
blame him, but that's crazy. It's crazy.
Anyway,
So Pakala,
Bacala. Is
cut your
Bacala gonna
finger
do
off.
that? Yeah, cut your finger off, Bacala. Do it. I think you should advise the Stars doctor. I mean, they're in Texas. Some crazy doctor would do it for them for free. I feel like, right?
For sure, yeah.
Just talk
Cut
to
your
your
knee.
neighbor. He'll put the saw. Let's go. Alright. Up next. Oh no, over under 89 over, right?
Yeah. Oh, both
Cool.
over, yeah.
Cool. Up next, Misty's Chicago Blackhawks. Uh,
Yeah.
Additions were honestly the trade I made with them. Everything else is pretty
Yeah.
much Euro signings and prospects coming in.
Did you see that as 2 points in 6 games? Yeah,
Totally worth the 10th overall pick, I gotta say.
of course. He was 10th overall.
I traded the 10th overall pick for him.
Oh, okay.
Remember that? Remember I was like, oh, let me buy a center. It was whatever,
I
first,
mean,
and then I missed the
to
playoffs.
be
And
fair, he looks good.
Yeah, I just looked at it
Maybe
like the screenshot, didn't look into it at all. I was like, call it good, whatever. And I think he's Lokon.
like,
He's one of those secret Lokons. Like it's
oh, it's secret. Okay.
not like
Maybe we should
secret, but
cut that
like
out.
no, it isn't like I scouted him like 15 million times and it never showed up.
Yeah,
But
I
like
guess.
I asked the coach
So he's
once and he showed it, and I was like, ah, damn it.
it's probably
So
like 7 or
right,
yeah,
just on the edge.
which is fine. If the potential is high, but it looks like 160, I think I would say.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You know, would it be
yeah,
in a good second line mid six center? But I think there's something screwy with the hidden somewhere that
for sure.
I think he's a little bit less than that. And then Ilnaz Lyovushkin, the other half of the trade I did for Zinkov and Horvath. Ooh, names. I'm remembering them. I'm surprised. Ilnaz Lyovushkin, I'm sorry.
It's all good. Take your time.
Ilnez, 4 goals, 7 points in his 15 games. Hasn't been the greatest either. Currently, shots and goals, they are last in the league. Defensively, they are as mid as you can get at 15th, and a net doing pretty well in 7th. So, I guess Rock'em Sock'em, no goals allowed type of style is going on here.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess so. I mean, Forcell is amazing. Yeah, he always
True.
been great. Uh,
Crushing it with a
yeah,
923, you know.
they they have a couple players playing in Europe right now. They have Klaus Dominic, and
Oh, yeah.
Otlin. He's not signed, but yeah, they didn't lose much last year. I think they lost Juberg,
They
which
lost
is a big
Juberg
piece, but
and Zinkov, but um, those are the only two I
well,
wrote down.
they have Mayer and Fleck at center, which is pretty good. Um,
Mayer 694. I think that's a little low for what I would anticipate his stats. Never had more than 50 points.
he's 25 now.
His
That's
rookie
weird.
season was his best season. Weird, right?
It is weird. Hmm. Maybe something with the Lions. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or the style of play. They don't seem to score a lot of goals.
Who's their coach?
Um,
They also don't have any assistant coaches or scouts or physios. They have one assistant
you
coach,
don't
but
you don't need that.
I know you don't really, really need it, but like it's helpful for everything. But they have Jeremy Colleton, who's an attacking style, so it's the one that they
Old
won
man, call
the
it.
old man Colleton won a Stanley Cup in Chicago. Clearly, is what the you know was envisioned when he
Yeah,
was
I
first
don't know.
hired.
Yeah. I mean,
Last
the team's
year,
good.
85 points. This year,
Yeah,
85 points is a 518 point percentage.
yeah. I'll take the over on that. Um,
Gonna hit the over
they
on that
should
too.
do better.
Something screwy
Should
with
do
this.
better.
I think Misty's been pretty absentee recently. I think it's
Yes.
probably signed with like some of his higher end players decided to sign up in Europe instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I just kind of think that means it's more of a sleeping giant of a team than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, with Forcell in net, like you never know, they can always go far.
Absolutely, and like 30th in offense is something. If they bring you up to even 15th, middle of the pack, then you have a middle of the pack 5-on-5 team with one of the best goalies in the league, and like you're immediately. You could always go on a miracle run. Dubois led a run into
Yep.
the Stanley Cup final, or a Gagan shot led run, right?
Oh God.
I kid, but yeah, over for both of us on the Hawks of their 85.
Yep.
Up next, the Coyotes. Last year, they were fifth in the playoffs, fifth in the West in the playoffs with 103 points, which was a 628 point percentage. Currently, with a 611 point percentage. Part of the reason why the West is so weirdly top heavy is they're
Yeah.
still out of the playoffs with a 611 point percentage.
They got swept in the first round.
That's not good. But
Not
any
really.
other big additions? They added Teterin and they added Axel Cobbett. I think both of those would be depth
Yeah.
adds at most.
Yeah,
They
pretty
lost
much.
Eichmann, another depth loss. Offensively,
Yeah, they didn't
defensively,
lose
goaltending,
much.
all pretty at middle of the pack. 13th for offense, 18th for defense, 13th for net. So pretty middle of the pack
Oh,
this
exactly.
season. Um,
Well, a big loss is Nicolas Aurard, their captain for years. I think he's like top in their like
oh,
in
he
scoring for the
retired.
team.
Okay.
Yeah, he retired. Um, yeah. I mean, not much changes. Um, yeah, it's a good team. Uh, they have like four good centers.
I like Colson
Cod,
Cod.
Martin.
I like
Yeah,
Dubé.
Dubé's good.
Heim's pretty solid for a
And
fourth line center. Like when it comes to defensive
yes,
centers, it's you can't really complain with that.
yeah, I have to agree. Uh, yeah, and wait, let me just check the goaltenders. How Kramarenko's doing.
6 games,
Hmm.
9-13.
It looks like the GM's trying both goalies. I should tell him that Kramarenko's clearly better.
Yeah,
um,
I think he is. I would concur with that. 9-13 save percentage. Four. Let's understand it's only 4 starts, but 9-23 the last year, 9-13 the year before
yeah, you won the
versus.
Vizina last year.
Yeah, exactly. Versus the goalie that has. This is his first year posting. Oh, this is his first year. He played. Oh, this is a weird. All right, this is a weird development path. What? 69 games with Minnesota, 51 with Minnesota, 21 in Arizona, 68 in Arizona, 5-1, and now he's playing some games again. Making up for that one game played
Yeah.
last year? I don't know, but
Yeah, I remember Arizona had three goalies last year. They lost. What's his name in free agency? Let me just check that out. Oh yeah, Engblom, Tex Engblom. He signed in LA. He hasn't
right,
played
hasn't
yet.
played in LA yet. No.
Yeah. So they had like three strong goalie, but well, strong. That's depends how you see it.
If you have
But
three
yeah,
number one goalies, you have zero number one goalies.
yeah, but Kromarenko's clearly the number one.
Yes, but they're
He's
not playing them like that right now, right? So, I think if you make Kramer a goalie again, um,
yeah.
what do you got? What any holes that you think you would add to the offensive or defensive core? Because they're pretty middle of
Um,
the pack right now. So like,
I would say a defenseman, like a top D man, would be like really helpful. Like I don't hate Nessa, he's really good, but now he's out 1 month with injury, which sucks.
that's
But
not good.
they need like the Bernie type D man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You need your Drew
Which is
Doughty. You need your right.
yeah,
Fair
you
enough.
need your Boston ride.
Your Bronson Ride, your Tristan Luno, which pick your name, right? Like,
Exactly,
um,
yeah.
fair enough. Alrighty.
Yeah, they have a good D core, but they need that superstar, which is easy to say, but
Yeah,
um
just go out and trade for Jamie Sanvito. Like, there's like 10
yeah,
of them out there. I promise you.
exactly. Yeah. Not hard.
All right. That being
Other than
said,
that, good team.
over under on 103. That's a 628 point percentage.
Oof, that's rough. Alright. I'll take you over. I think they can do it.
I was gonna take the over too. Damn. All right, I'm gonna take the over
Yeah.
as well. Oh yeah, we both can be take the over on them. I just think if they put the proper goalie in place, I think you'll do it
Yep.
more often than not. Their penalty kills at a 95%. What?
Crazy. Damn.
What?
Whoa.
I just saw
How's that
that.
possible? Wait, wait. How's that possible?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right.
Check
So they have
special teams.
Cod, Heim, Dubé, Kamla on their as the forwards.
They only
Cod's
been
pretty sick.
shorthanded 46 times. And
Heim's pretty good defensively. I mean, this is it's kind of check it out. I'm not gonna lie. Dubé is a little weak on the defensive side, but more than passable in a
what?
penalty kill role.
They they
Camels
allowed
are
2 goals so far in shorthanded in 46 occasions. 2 in
um
46.
one of the attributes you can get in the new NHL games is that, like, you're the penalty kill specialist. Maybe that's why Tornquist is playing all these games. He's just, always just so shut down in the penalty kill.
Yeah, it's an X factor.
X
Yeah, it's
Factor
all it
penalty
is.
kill, Yeah. Clearly. I'm gonna, yeah, we both went over on crazy penalty
Yeah.
kill. Um,
Man, that's crazy. I never seen that before.
alright.
It's not that like it's been 18 games.
Yeah, it's not
That's
like
a
it's been like
long.
two, right? Or you're like, oh, you went five for
Yeah,
five with a PK. Congrats, bud, right? Um, all right.
44 and 46. Yeah, good job.
44 for 46 is. Alrighty. What are you cooking? All right. Up next, LA Kings. Currently on pace for 82 points. 19 and 19. Last year they were at 85 points. Um,
So pretty much the
almost,
same.
almost the exact same. Marginally worse this year. When it comes to players in and out, they actually lost more than they added, I think. They lost Jake
Yeah.
Fair and Shipakov. Shipakov? Shipakov? Shipakov. We'll go Shipakov. Um, additions was my old rover, Preston Hedquist, who's not even playing anyways. So,
They added Conway too.
oh yeah.
Panthers draft pick. Um, Man, my players gets around.
Sloppy seconds. Aiden
Yeah,
Conway, off of the Detroit Red Wings, billing well for them. Is he playing center for them, actually? He is playing center for them. 689 center is no complaints with that when it's a pretty free and cheap, not cheap, $5 million is kind of a lot. But, yeah,
yeah.
689 center, it's okay, I guess. Centers like, generally have the AVR hit. It's a little
For
expensive,
sure.
hopefully for it to, but you also got the player for free. So, like,
Yeah, I guess you can't really complain. Um, yeah, the Kings. I mean, they need a number one center badly. Well, Ninisari's alright, but like if you could get a center and push them down like one spot each, I think that helped this team like
I
tremendously.
I think this team has 3 or 4 second line centers, like they tend to
Yeah,
do when they had Fair and when they had Shabakov, like
agreed.
um, all very 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 solid. You do got to find the one true guy, and I'm kind of dealing with that too on my own team, right? So,
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy.
yeah, go out and find the franchise center. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I heard Morant's available.
Just, just ask Columbus. They have like 4 of them.
Jeez, right? Alrighty. Stat wise, though, offensively 16th, defensively 14th, and in net 22nd.
Yeah, Wheeler is he's kind of weird goalie.
Not wheeling and dealing
Like
this year.
nope. Like he's been 910, 914 like 4 years ago, but since then it's 908, 901, 902.
Dude's a smart guy. He
Uh,
went to Ivy League college. He should be able to figure this out.
yeah, exactly. It's yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he's icon or not. I don't think so. I think he's mid-con. Not sure. But still, like with his attributes, you would think like he would do better.
Yeah, no, like,
Because
because Kirkby wasn't ever a high con, and he was pretty routine 9, 10, 9, 15. So
Yes,
that's where you hope more so where this is. Like you want
exactly.
that like league not to be like league average starter, but like closer to his 47, 48 form rather than his current form. So
Exactly.
um
Yeah. So if Wheeler can figure it out and maybe another center, I like their defense. It's all right. It's like the Arizona defense. Need that superstar, but I mean, it's hard to get. And I really like their wingers. They're very good. Bramwell isn't producing for some reason, which is
weird.
weird. Yeah.
A lot of money
Mm.
for not a lot of offense this year.
Yeah.
But I think he'll get back up
Vaughn.
to his 30 goal pace that he's used to. So I think you
Yeah.
I think you just waiting it out for Bramwell hopefully. Over or under for this team.
Yeah. Just to add one more thing.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, this team is like full of second liners, pretty much. Like I'm looking at their wingers and their centers. I don't see any stars, but it's like a good team all around, but they need star power, which yeah, good luck.
Yeah, it's hard to acquire that top end talent, especially when you have a lot of second liners making a lot of like good money, fair contracts. It's just like 5 million on every single line for every single player adds up pretty quickly when you know. But um,
Agreed.
that's more of a macro than an individual season fix. I think a concept with the Kings for this. Over or under. I'm gonna go under with them currently because they're at under, and I don't see them getting substantially better or substantially worse. And if they just even out at this pace, it's an under, just an under. But yeah,
Yeah, like all the other teams, like in front of them, I feel like it's like a, it's like a big gap. Uh, You have like the good teams, the Kings, which they're okay, and then you have all the bad teams below them. They're like they're kind of the line that separates like the teams, uh, in my opinion. So I'll take the under too. I don't think they'll be able to get better really, unless they make moves. Who
moves this
knows?
season, like you can totally, I could totally see a couple moves where if like a team wants to trade off some stars and like we'll round out our game or whatever, a couple second round,
Yeah,
so a couple of second liners for one of those star players might be a move that's available at some point if someone
yep,
Um,
agreed.
all right. Up next, the Calgary Flames. Last year, they were at 65 points, 13th in the West. Didn't make the playoffs. This year, they were at 14 points for 11th in the West. Their point percentage is actually lower than last season, but like it's basically the same.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, the Flames sucks, huh?
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Yeah, we're
They
already looking at
added
the bad teams now.
Allard, and they added
Oh God.
yeah, right. And they added Frisk. Frisk has actually been sneaky good for them this season. Class Frisk.
Ow.
14 points in 17 games, 7 goals on 45 shots. Not a crazy high shooting percentage either. I don't know what it is. Maybe it says like he just boom, clap, clap
Oh, I
shit
see
bombs
how
from
it
the point.
is. He's
I,
playing first line with Lemke and Grepsov.
So he's
So
just he's
that's
just David Clarkson scored 30 goals. Maybe it's time
right.
for okay.
So that's what it is. Yeah. Well, I mean, they still have like they have like three good demon. Uh, Lemke and Grepsov and Koivunen, I guess. Even though he always
Hey,
sucked for some
Koivunen.
reason.
This is a good this is one of his best seasons.
It is. It is.
It's currently
He
it's
had
10
he
games in, but like that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
he had one 9-18 season in 40-41, and besides that, it's pretty league average, which is fine, I guess. Um, but you would think with his attributes, it would be way better than that.
Yeah. Weird.
He's definitely like the most puzzling player in this league history, I think,
It's a weird
for
one.
sure.
Weird one for sure, at very least. Um, yeah, Koivunen and Theory and Lopez all in around the same time. Crazy how that all three of those had really really weird careers.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about the Flames. Uh,
You've been doing the
and
prospect reports with what who should I be excited about on the Flames in the future?
well, they just started drafted I actually. So wait, let me just look at their draft pick real quick. I know they drafted McMillan a couple of seasons ago. Uh,
They have
NHL entry
two picks
draft.
this year, which is nice.
Yeah, okay. So they've been rebuilding for 2 years. So
Jordan
I know they
O'Neill.
drafted O'Neill. Yeah, he should be pretty good. I think like a top four defenseman. That's fair. And yeah, so they drafted two potentially up for D man, which is good.
Yeah,
Like you want them to like come
Macmillan's
in and
progressing real quick at age 22. Already has
yeah,
that wall of
yeah,
green.
yep, already looking good. Uh, yeah, I mean they just need I don't know, they just need like to rebuild, draft some centers and a goalie. Hopefully it'll be better in Covenant. Um, I mean yeah, losing Buffalo and Bala to free agency sucked. It
Yep.
like killed this team. Like
I mean, they had a good
literally
run out of
died.
it, but that's when it died.
Yeah. Had they
Sorry,
won
Sherm.
one Stanley Cup?
They did, but he also won. I don't really feel that too bad for Sherm because he had all of those Caulfield Cups back forever ago. The
Yeah,
Austin
and
Matthews
Luno.
Cups, and so.
Power.
Oh yeah, Owen Power. The player
Yeah.
trained in every position. Owen Power. Um, yeah,
First line center.
I did play him at first line center when I was tanking at one point. um,
And sure he did
uh,
great.
I'm curious if we could ever go back and find those stats. Like Grum might have like some draft input from forever ago, and see if we could find like all those old stats. Um. Anyways, over or under on their 65 points. Currently, they're under.
Mm, you know what? I'll take oh wait. I'm not sure now. It's a tough one. 65 points. There's a lot of bad teams though. I'll take the over, you know?
I'm gonna
I
take
think
the
they can.
under because I think they're gonna sell more.
Maybe. But
Or like I think he's
uh,
trying to sell Lemke, right? Or at least he was last year. I almost did it, but then I went a different direction and got like Vermanen and Endler, right?
yeah, I
Um,
should do.
but yeah, he's trying to sell Lemke, so I could see
I
him
guess
just
so.
essentially get worse, right? So
Yeah, agreed.
up next, St. Louis. St. Louis had a lot of changes this last offseason. They lost
Oh,
Rasingle,
sure.
they lost Hubert, and they lost Elo, my mistake.
Hello.
Additions, they got a lot of depth adds this year, a lot of old veterans that, try to see pump and dump them. Honestly, you're
Yep.
with them. Arseny Cobb's been doing pretty not the greatest for it. This is the last season of that deal. I'm not sure what the plan is there. I'm actually curious if it's the goal is to try to keep him at that 16 million, or if you try to trade or let him
I
walk
don't
with
know.
it. That's a weird one,
He he is low con, so that doesn't
Okay,
help.
it doesn't help, but
It, but you can see in his AVR, he probably lose a lot of face off.
true, true, true. Let's go look at his face-off percentage first.
Actually, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, St. Louis, yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah, St. Louis isn't good.
Thank
I
God.
mean, they're 28th in offense, 22nd in defense. They're 11th in net, so
Yeah,
um,
thank God for Koshinkas because
thank God for
yeah,
Kushinkas. Cops a 46% on the dot, so not good, but not terrible,
Yeah, uh, that's not good. I want my centers to be at least 50, I think.
Yeah, you want them to win
If
more
you
after than they lose, but like,
Yeah,
I
it's not horrible, but
no, right?
I think that's probably in the lower end. If you look at the centers,
True. This year he's
probably, yeah.
above 50 though. This year he's at 53%,
Oh, maybe it
and
turns it around.
maybe he turns it around. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. All right. But I'm curious. That's the big question, honestly, is what do the Blues do with a lot of these expiring contracts? Do you try to keep them around to
I
see
would think
if
so.
they're just to retain the value, or if you want to try to move them? You know.
Unless you get something great, I wouldn't expect them to sell like the. I think they barely made the ratio last year, so they need like all the at
True.
least
All the help they could
some
get, right?
talent.
And it's not like they're really hurting for the
Yeah.
cap space, anyways. Alrighty. Alright.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Rusingle
And
retired. I'm not sure if we mentioned that, but old man Rusingle finally retired.
uh, and finally, dude was washed for years.
He's been watched for so long. Um,
Yeah.
top to 11th in net because Kachinkis is so good. But he's only played 9 games. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't think they really care. All right. Over or under on
Well,
their 49 points.
let's before that,
Oh,
let's
sure.
take a look at the prospect.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
they have a
Because
lot of them. I think it'll be cool. Uh, in, at center, they have Scott Boyley, who starting to look good at
no, yeah.
21. He's almost there. He has a lot of potential, so he should be really good. And Braden Hawkins also looks good at 20.
Looking great.
I
Yeah.
think you could try it in the NHL actually. Um,
I'd be
I'd try him.
honest. Yeah, maybe not center right away, but
No, 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 and not on the Blues, but
yeah, but right. You don't want to nail Yakupov him,
yeah,
Um,
exactly. Um,
anyone
a
else you want to
player
highlight?
I think you would love is Azat Sidorov. Um,
No,
only
okay.
20, but
Interesting. Why you would point? I'm curious why you put him out. Okay.
I think he's gonna be really good. Um, yeah, they have a lot of like uh, 180 plus PA players.
Yeah, that
I
makes
think
sense.
like all their
I know Oz is really, really good at determining all of the prospects PA by figuring out
yeah
comps and doing a spreadsheet and
yeah
figuring out basically every region. So,
yeah
I
he's a really
don't
good
doubt.
drafter.
Right? Yeah, no. Him and drafting talent has never been a yeah.
Yeah, now he just needs to develop right and get some luck. Cause I remember this team before he sold everything. Like Terry O'Kin used to get injured like every playoff run,
Yeah,
so
true.
so that definitely cut their window short. But I mean, they did a great job drafting talent so far, and they probably add another one this year. So
Absolutely. At least they're playing like they want it. Um,
yeah,
all right. Over or under on the 49 points while this game saves.
I'll take the under.
Take the under on 49 points.
Yep.
I want to take the over because I think they have a couple of younger players, and if they sell at the deadline, I think their younger players are better than their veterans playing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm always right. What
But
do you mean? Like, probably?
what?
Always. So what do you mean? Come on. 100%. I've never been
Okay,
wrong.
yes. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see when we come back next season with
Next
the
season with all of us, right? Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Or at the end of the season before the playoffs, something like that. Up next, the Predators. A lot of ads for the Predators. Not mixed results so far. Offensively, 18th. Defensively, 24th. And in net, 18th. They added Shipakov from the Kings. They added Titouan Tapival of the Canadians. Tisplaykov. I mean, like all these names that I'm butchering. I'm so sorry. Tisplaykov, which has like weird ats. Not gonna lie, like no checking, but like the sickest hands ever.
Yeah, apparently.
Um, yeah, a couple decent, nice depth ads like that. Again, I don't hate any of these. Um, I think this is another
Yeah, it's
team looking
weird.
for a pump and dump on a lot of them, considering the standing now. Um,
It's really weird because this team like was very good last season. Well, not very good, but at least good enough to make the playoff. I know they didn't really try at the end, but
yeah, they squeaked
that's weird
in,
that they're doing
but
so bad.
they squeaked in last year, and this year, yeah, no changes. Honestly, only really additions and a lot worse results, right? So,
Yeah, it's
weird,
weird down
weird with
there.
that, weird with that. Because of that, I think that probably the move, if it's still like this closer come January 1st and later, is probably to move Shipakov. Viranen, I think, would be a goalie that a lot of teams struggling right
Yeah,
now would like to have. Um,
Colorado maybe.
Colorado, that'd be that's the what I was thinking about specifically. I'm not gonna lie. 913
Don't
goaltending
do it,
isn't
please.
too bad. $10 million is a tough
Yeah,
ad, but 913. A
I
lot
think
of
they have
teams
the
would
cap
kill for
space.
913.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Prospects for
Yeah,
this
I
team,
mean,
or is it this is one of these like we thought we'd be good, so therefore we have no prospects kind of. Um,
no, they have some. They have actually, I think the best defenseman prospect in the league, or one of them. Oh no, I think it is. It's Alessio Park. 6'6", playmaking defenseman.
Point per game in the O
Um,
currently as a defenseman. Sub 7 AVR. That's what? Point
yeah,
per game.
his game's weird.
Yeah, this skip's stupid. It's
I
honestly what
mean,
it probably is. It's probably all the penalty minutes.
yeah, I mean, he almost beat his season record uh this year with 21 points. His highest is 25 in the OHL.
Crazy.
So, but yeah, he definitely has the potential to be one of the best, in my opinion.
Absolutely. He's
So you
also
should watch out
perfect on the
for him.
face-off this season, by the way. He's probably 1 for 1, but perfect on the
What?
face-off dot.
That's crazy. Uh, and I really like what's his name? Yeah, Askar Voronov. He's a good prospect, and I think they picked this one first overall a couple of years ago. Emil Ankanen. He's taking a while to develop, but if he does, it'll be like at least a good second line center.
Yeah,
He's playmaker, which it's
always a nice
pretty
one.
much what everyone wants.
I have a
Yeah,
Lindby comp for him, which isn't bad at all. So he's down at 12th in their prospect system according to my AGM, but I have a Lindby comp, so something screwy with that.
yeah, he'll be they have some yeah they have some good prospect. I don't think like finishing that low will uh
Hurt them long
like
term. No.
won't hurt them. Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's a good thing actually, because they need. I think they need another one like offensive, like superstar prospect,
Yeah,
and
and
probably a goalie. They
I
need a goalie.
absolutely, and I think you'll probably fetch something real nice for like an Angela McGillen and a Shipkov when it comes, because those are nice pieces. It's just the rest of the team needs to
That's
fill
true.
out. All right,
Yeah.
over under on their 88. I'm gonna hit the gimme putt and go under. Um,
Hey, man, sometimes I miss those. So
it's true. Sometimes you have to three putt on the green. Who was the? I don't know enough about golf. Never mind. I'm not even gonna pretend.
no. Yeah,
um,
that's not.
Yeah, no, 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 no. Like as I was like, didn't Phil recently like blow it? Was it Phil Mickelson or was it Rory? I can't remember.
I
Um,
mean, maybe.
maybe
No, it's Rory. Yeah, I
Rory
heard that
Phil. Like
story.
I
Yeah, yeah,
somewhat like Bagel podcast. Honestly, the only
yeah,
reason
yeah,
why I've
yeah.
ever heard of it,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. And you refused to speak to the media afterwards. Yeah, I
Something
remember.
like that, right? And he had like missed three gimme putts right in a row. All right, up next, finally, the Edmonton Oilers, 24th in offense, 29th in defense. Check this out, third in net.
God. Yeah, Frazy's a beast.
Frazee is a beast. No way they're trading Frazee at 26 and signed for forever.
Yeah, he's man, he's
That's the
getting
dream.
like it's like Carey Price in his prime. Like, well, at least the Abs could make the playoff. The Oilers can't.
Not even close.
It's bad
Vivort has
out there.
been like Vivort's been dying out here this whole time.
Yeah, um they haven't made the playoff in 12 season.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Lucky number 13.
13.
So yeah, it's um
I remember like
yeah,
like 5 in-game seasons ago, I chose like, oh, I think the Oilers could make a big jump this season, surprise, and that was 5 years ago, and still not there.
it's like the Sabres in real life. Yeah, this is the year. They're gonna
Perpetually,
make it.
always, almost the year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, some season they haven't been horrible. Like they just missed like 5 season ago actually when you said that they were ninth in the West. But
Hey, I was close. I was
it's
seeing
never
something.
enough. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean they keep drafting high. I really like Kieran Gallagher, the center. At 20, he's starting to look all right.
20 was
Not
center.
high
Yeah,
face off, so
yeah,
you'd hope that
yeah.
it goes higher.
No, yeah,
But
that's always a worry with those. Like I've been dealing with that with my own guy.
yeah, but I don't know. At this point, yeah, the Vervoot is 32. I like
Whole year wasted away,
I'd
right?
sell everything. Yeah, for
Sell the
poor guy.
studs, you know. Yeah, I mean, I hold on to Frezzy, like, cause like finding one of those is always like
Yeah,
the
for sure.
hardest. But everything else I can see just
Like
sell.
yeah, like Vervoot gone. Uh, like if you can get something for Korchenkov, I'd sell him.
Yeah,
I know you just got
Korchenkov, good,
him, but
nice little off-season ad. I wrote that down actually, but
yeah. Uh, I mean, yeah, Fernand's alright. He's 26. He's good. Uh, Laker is power center. He's 23. That's from Switzerland.
huh? It's
Looks like,
cool little build, but I don't
yeah.
know who that
he-
would be.
I mean, I know he is, but
Don't tell me.
um,
Don't tell me.
no, 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 I won't. It's a secret.
Super,
It's
super
like the
secrets.
Locan
Yeah,
player
exactly.
from earlier. Yeah. Um, yeah, Vervoot, like this guy has suffered enough. Just move it, please.
Right, move verbs finally.
Like let him at
Let
least
him
give
give
it
him
to a good
some.
team.
Yeah,
So
finally give him some taste for because like he's just been wasting away in Edmonton. His best season was his rookie season too, right?
it's crazy. And
Nine
it's really
hundred and
sad
twenty-two
that he was
games.
Locan.
Yeah, right. Imagine the monster. All right.
Yes.
Well, over or under on their very nice 69 points last season.
Nice. Under.
Yeah, easy under on this. All right.
Yeah.
So finally, got to pick our pick for the West, right? Who you taking?
Oh man, this is a tough one. Um, I don't know. Looking at the teams, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado goes back. I mean, any of them actually could make it to the final in the right circumstance.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Uh, Like, but, you know what? I'll take Dallas.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna take another similar team color. No, not even close to similar team color. I think I associate it because of the '90s, but I'm gonna take the Ducks. Finally, I think the
Yeah,
one win. They're going
that's a good
from
one.
one win to 16 wins. Like, let's do it.
What did you have in the East again? I forgot.
I picked the Leafs.
Oh yeah, the Leaf. Okay, so my Stanley Cup prediction is Dallas versus Columbus, and yours is Anaheim versus
Anaheim,
Toronto.
Toronto. Right. I'll
Who
take
do
the
you think's
Ducks
winning?
over the Leafs, unfortunately. Go Ducks, go, as I suppose. But I wouldn't be
Flying
ever
Ducks fly.
disappointed if the Leafs win. You know.
It's crazy rooting for your a team in your division. That's rough, man.
Hey, hey, whenever
Uh,
you're the finals, I'm always like, go Mark, you know, always like, cheer for the buddy.
that's nice. Uh, well, funny enough, since you said that, the Leaf have lost 4 games in a row.
You see,
So,
I'm just voodoo. Just don't ever want me on your side.
so
Maybe that's why you've
I'll take
lost so many
Columbus.
times in the finals.
Oh, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I'll take Columbus against Dallas. Columbus is very strong. Um,
Yeah, the Jackets are also a really strong team. You can't really do much worse than Jeffers, right? You can't do much better than Jeffers, I should say.
yeah, no. Maybe it's his time to win all the art trophies. Buffalo's
After
getting
all of
old.
those trophies. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, do you have any last minute hot takes you want to drop off, or you want to call it go?
Oh man, hot takes. I don't know if we should do that.
Fair enough. Let's not expose
Uh,
ourselves.
yeah. Well, looking at the draft prospect, I think. I mean, I won't spoil who it is. But there's a goal scoring center. Rank number 6 who
Number six,
should go
Augie Pierce
first.
should be number one overall. You hearing that first?
Yes.
Draft Augie Pierce, number one.
Yeah, draft him. Unless he's low con. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah, I
scouted him
haven't
yet.
scouted him yet. Okay, cool, 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 cool. No worries, no worries. Alrighty. Well, hot take for me. Um, hmm. Uh, Panthers make the playoffs. Devils make the
It's not
playoffs.
a hot
Both of
take.
them do. They're 19th and
Really?
they're 18th and 22nd in the standings. They both make the playoffs. Both of them do it. I don't know how, but both do it.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. I mean, I am in the playoff right now,
True,
but
you're hanging
uh,
on right now. I understand, but when we made our request, it wasn't right. So,
no.
or
Yeah, I won three games this sim, so that
you,
helps.
it's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Wait, I need a hot take. Give me. Uh, I mean, I think I think Minnesota will finish first in the West.
Minnesota will finish first in the West.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. I think they hold on.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Go. Best of luck, Leon. Hopefully
Now,
this is how it
yeah.
works for you. I'm
Now
not
they will
nearly
fall
as
apart.
confident in that at all.
Oh man, yes, the Wild. You were there here first.
Respectfully, I don't think one of the teams with one of the most goals against in the league is going to stay first in the league. 64 goals against is one less than the Flames.
It's
More than
fine.
Oilers, the Predators, the Blues.
Yeah, but they have 5 losses. So it works.
Voodoo, wizardry, and bullshit. It's the Minnesota Wild way.
And I have to root for the Wild because they have so much of my like former players.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alrighty.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Come on.
thanks to everyone for listening
Each
in, and yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was fun. See you next year,
Yeah. See you next year.
hopefully.
Hopefully. Or 5 years from now, let's be real.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years.